Today we'll discuss the deformation of a cube. In the deformation of a cube, we'll discuss the bulk modulus. So here bulk modulus, it means we know that is K equals to normal stress to the ratio of normal stress to the volume strain. So this relation is used the bulk modulus. In this lecture we are going to discuss the deformation of a cube. It means if you applied the force on the cube, which is consisting the one unit of all side, and after the applying of force the deformation will take place. How the deformation will take place we'll see here. So let us take here one cube, the unit of the cube, that is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. This unit cube we are going to take, and will take a number of the forces, the possible number of the forces. It means for bulk modulus we are applying the forces to the that unit cube, that is a bulk force, that is nothing but the Fx, Fy and Fz in all possible directions. So here that Fx, Fy and Fz are acts a perpendicular to the BC, FG, BC, FG, and here another one face, that is AB, GH, and another one faces, that is AH, ED, AH, ED, another one face, and next H, G, FE, and similarly A, B, C, D, and A, B, G, H, E, F, C, D. It means we have a 6 faces here. For all the faces we are going to apply the force. So it may be x axis, it may be z axis, it may be y axis. So here we are taking a alpha and beta. So alpha is for the increase per unit length, per unit tension along the direction. So that is alpha is increase per unit length or per unit tension along the direction, as well as the beta will take, that is along the direction of force, and beta is a contraction produced per unit length per unit tension in an direction perpendicular to the force. So I have drawn here. So here if you are applying in this direction, then the increasing of that unit, it means it may be length or any changes is there, that is along the that applied force, and then next what will happen, that much of the contraction will produces in the body, that is perpendicular to the that forces. So now here we'll take AB, the elongations are there, that is AB elongation, and I will take only this portion I am going to take. One is AB and another one is a BG and another one is a BC. Elongation I will take, that is that elongation I will take f of x elongation of alpha and f of y into alpha and f of z into alpha. This is the elongation that is AB and BC and BG. So in these directions the elongation will take place. Similarly, the contraction will produces in the body that is perpendicular to the forces, that is nothing but the f of x beta and f of y beta and then f of z beta. So this is the contraction produces perpendicular to the forces. The length of edge becomes, I have taken here the elongation AB, BC and BG. So the length of edges, those are the edges AB and BG, another one is that is BC. So for this elongation, what the length is produces? For I will take here first one, that is AB equals to the, see here already I have that is length 1 unit, that is 1 for the that AB length 1 unit. And then next what will happen, if you applied the force in x direction, what will happen, then the elongation will take place, that is f of x into alpha. So therefore if the elongation will take place in the direction f of x, and then similarly the contraction will produces in the body. So in which direction? In y direction as well as in z direction. See here, if I applied the force here in x direction, so this portion or a, see here, this is the AB, if I applied here, and this AB is moves and increases, and similarly this y direction as well as z direction is going to be contract, the contraction will takes place. So now here the contraction, it means the decrease in the that length, that is f of y into beta minus of f of z into beta. So therefore we are applying the bulk force, it means the force is same for in all direction, that is f of x is equals to f of y is equals to f of z equals to, that is nothing but the force. So then the AB becomes here 1 plus f of alpha minus of f of beta minus of f of beta. Therefore the equation becomes AB equals to 1 plus f of alpha minus of 2 beta into f. Otherwise we can write this equation 1 plus f is outside, will take an alpha minus of 2 beta. This is the elongation in the AB direction. So now we will take the second one, that is BG equals to, see here already we have 1 unit of the length, and the next what will happen, if you stretch that BG, or if you apply the force on BG, then what you will get, f of y alpha, the elongation will take place, minus of, in which direction the contraction will produces, in f of z into f of z, or you can take here x only, f of x into beta minus of f of z into beta, similar. So then the equation becomes 1 plus, similarly we will get f is outside, and then here we will get alpha minus of 2 beta, we will get, that is this is equation 1 I, and this is equation 2, and now we take, this is the BC, another one of the edge, we are going to apply the force here. So if you apply the force, then what you will get, change in the z direction, and then the contraction will produces in the x direction as well as in the y direction. So that is gives the equation 1 plus f into bracket alpha minus 2 beta. So this is gives the equation 3. Now volume of the cube becomes, volume of the cube becomes, so that is the volume is nothing but the length and then multiply into breadth into width bc. So therefore we will get all the equations are similar. So therefore 1 plus f into bracket alpha minus 2 beta raised to cube, raised to the cube. And now this equation becomes a plus b whole cube. So therefore a plus b whole cube we will write in expansion form, that is a cube into b cube minus of 3 plus of 3 a b square plus 3 a square b. So this is the expansion we will use here. So what you will get? You will get that expansion. So this becomes cube here, 1 plus, I will consider this is a and this is a b. So this is the equation becomes a cube plus b cube is becomes alpha minus 2 beta whole cube plus 3 into 1 into f into bracket alpha minus 2 beta whole square. So here plus 3 into 1 square into f into bracket minus of alpha minus of 2 beta. So all these terms are going to be neglected. Why? Because according to the binomial expansion we are using and neglecting the squares and product of the alpha and beta here. Why? Because the whatever the change is there after applying the force, that is very smallest change. If you taken here 0.01, then if you given the square, then the again the value becomes, that length becomes decreases. So compared to this one, these values are going to be very less. So therefore we are neglecting all these square terms and then cube terms here. So and then now here, and final equation becomes the volume of the, or a final volume, that is final volume is equals to the 3 f into bracket alpha minus 2 beta will get. This is the final volume. So now here change in volume will take, that is change in volume is equals to, what is that? Final volume minus of initial volume. So what is the final volume? Final volume is 3, sorry, here we will get 1 plus, no, 1 plus 1 plus 3f, because this 1 cube is becomes 1 only, then 1 plus 3f alpha minus 2 beta. Therefore 1 plus 3f alpha minus 2 beta is the final volume, and minus initial volume is becomes 1 cube. 1 cube it means that is the initial volume. 1 will write and then 1 get cancelled. Then what remains here? The change in volume is remains, that is 3f alpha minus 2 beta. 3f alpha minus 2 beta. So therefore now we know that volume strain equals to the change in volume divided by original volume. So therefore change in volume we have derived here, that is 3f alpha minus 2 beta, 3f alpha minus 2 beta divided by original volume is 1. So therefore the volume strain is becomes 3f alpha minus 2 beta, 3f alpha minus 2 beta. So now we will find the bulk modulus by using the deformation. Bulk modulus equals to the, what is that? It is a normal stress divided by volume strain. So what is the normal stress here? That is a force per unit area. So the area becomes 1. Why? Because all the sides are 1 1 1. So therefore if you taken the length into breadth, that is 1, then the area becomes 1. Will not write here, that directly I will write F divided by volume strain is becomes 3F into bracket alpha minus 2 beta, alpha minus 2 beta. So therefore the bulk modulus K equals to, that is 1 divided by 3 alpha minus 2 beta, alpha minus 2 beta. This is the equation 1 will write, equation 1. So what we have done here now, we have taken a 1 cube, we have taken a 1 cube here, and we have applied the bulk stress to that cube, and then somewhere we are getting the elongation, that is along the AB and along the BG and along the BC. So if you are applying the force along the AB, in that time the elongation will take place, that is AB, and contraction will take place in the direction of Z and then Y. So I have written everything here. And while applying the force on BG, you will get the contraction in the direction of X and Z, and then elongation will take place in FY direction. So as well as BC. And next what you are taking for volume, what the changes will take place, will write, that is AB into BG into BC. So that will give the A plus B whole cube formation, and then by the binomial expansion we will get 1 plus 3F into bracket alpha minus 2 beta, that is the final volume. And we know that initial volume is a 1, and then using that one we will find the change in volume. So next volume strain will get, that is change in volume divided by original volume. So therefore the equation becomes 3F alpha minus 2 beta divided by 1. And now similarly bulk modulus, that is normal stress divided by volume strain. So normal stress is force per unit area, and unit area is 1, and now the force divided by volume strain is 3F alpha minus 2 beta, and FF get cancelled. Then the bulk modulus is for a deformation, that is 1 divided by 3 into bracket alpha minus 2 beta, that is gives.